What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. It is the 9th day of April. Here we are at about $1.33. Not a lot's changed since the 27th of March. We're just moving sideways, up and down and all around, really just sideways. 9 hours left in this day. Hit that like button. Let's get into it. Okay, let's talk about this. I think we should get into the short-term stuff since we're here at the same areas we've been over the past week or 2 weeks now. Looking at the short-term stuff on the 1 hour time frame, it does seem as though we were trying to find support here, it slipped, it looked really intimidating, and then bam, we just moved right back up to the upside here with a nice fake out reversal on the 1 hour time frame, a nice higher low overall kind of trajectory here. It's beautiful. It really is kind of perfect. You left some people waiting probably, right, for this line to be interacted with. You probably had people excited that this was a trend line, and then they got discouraged that the trend line broke or something like that, and people just don't know what to do, and that they might have panicked at the absolute worst time with this fake out on the 1 hour here. If we're looking at this on the low to the high, you can see that we tipped the golden ratio perfectly. So again, the fibs just leading us exactly where they're meant to, and that is a perfect reaction off of the golden ratio. So this is a very bullish reaction, and is indicative that we could see not just higher prices from here, but higher prices than what we had over here. If you're wondering what that noise is, that is just my lovely little baby. That's all it is. Little happy noises. That's all she's making. And if you don't like that noise, I got a baby, and I have a young, like a 4-year-old. So there's going to be a lot of that here and there as this channel develops. You're going to have to get used to it. I will get an office at some point, but not anytime soon. Probably not for like the next year. Anyways, RSI, I was supposed to get an office in this house. Damn it, I was supposed to. That's a story for another time. Looking at this here, we've got higher lows in the RSI here, bouncing off the oversold zone, going from getting oversold and not getting overbought to getting oversold to barely getting oversold to rejecting the oversold zone, and now we're getting overbought. The 1 hour RSI is taking on a bullish shape. The stochastics are certainly taking on a bullish shape, and the MACD here, it's volatile. It's definitely volatile. It's kind of an interesting look, but overall, I mean, we're about to cross green, and I think we're going to cross above the zero again. The last time that we crossed above the zero here promoted a nice pump. The time before that, it promoted a nice pump as well. The time before that, it wasn't really a nice pump, but we pumped nonetheless. So I think we've got some higher prices incoming over the coming days, maybe by the end of this week, probably by the end of this week. 4 hour time frame, you had some bearish divergence here. That played out wonderfully, and now you're moving up, finding support at prior resistance, and again at your relative golden ratio area. The RSI, again, looking magnificent. You went from getting oversold and not getting overbought to getting overbought and now not getting oversold. When you were getting oversold and not getting overbought, you moved down. Now that we're getting overbought and not getting oversold, we will move up. Exactly. Whoever said that, good job, Johnny, in the back. We've got stochastics here finding support in a weird area, but to be fair, XRP, if I'm not mistaken, it actually does, with its stochastics, it does find support sometimes right here, or resistance. It's kind of an odd area to do so, but it has done this before in the past, and I think that might be more on the daily time frame than the 4 hour, but nonetheless, you're crossing up here. It's a bullish perspective. You have higher lows, whatever. You don't normally look for higher lows, lower highs, stuff like that in the stochastics. You just kind of look for the cross, but nonetheless, kind of a positive look there. The MACD certainly has a positive look to it overall. If you're like, but the MACD's crossed red, it's not positive. No, it's positive. You're above. Your oscillators are above the zero. You've got higher lows and higher highs here in these oscillators. These oscillators, higher highs and higher lows do matter. And you crossed red here. Was that the end of the world? No, it was just a false cross, and you moved up. It's probably the same thing here. We're probably about to get a nice move, a larger move than what we've seen in the past couple weeks to the upside. We should be seeing prices, if not above $1.40, probably above $1.50. Overall, my friends, it's the same old song and dance that I've been playing for you over the past couple of months now. I fully expect that we will see XRP approach this $2 area. The question is, do you stop just below $2? Do you stop just above $2? $2.30, $1.85, anywhere and everywhere in that kind of range. That's what I'm expecting, at least. We look at this here from a high to a low. The 1272 is at about $1.80. The golden ratio is at about $1.97, and it's completely acceptable to stop in this range. If we go higher, the 1886 to the 2618 is the next target area. And I don't really know if we get up to 260. I don't really know if we stop at $1.80, right, personally. But I could see us getting as high as like $2.40, probably like $2.12, somewhere up here if we were to push higher. I don't really think there's anything else to cover. It's kind of a rapid fire response today, but yeah, overall things I think are looking good. We're in a neutral stance with the RSI. Getting overbought, not getting oversold. It's neutral but bullish. The stochastics look bullish. The MACD, man, this is a very positive look, and we're seeing this happen all around the crypto space. Trump coin, for example, just for an example here, and this is a different time frame. It's a different coin. It doesn't have to apply here, but just as an example here, you look at the MACD, and when we rejected this zero level right here, we rejected the zero line right there. You see the zero right there. You rejected the zero, but then you came back up and crossed above it. We had a voluptuous move. It's not the most voluptuous. This is a very small time frame and also small movement percentage wise, but still, relatively speaking, this was a stronger movement than what we had seen prior to this. XRP, it's the same kind of thought, right? It's the same thought. You rejected the zero and then you come back up. You're probably going to get a voluptuous move relative to what you've been doing. And for XRP, this is the daily time frame. It's a bit larger. The average move, I'm not going to take the low to high here. That's not an average move. That's an exceptional move. The average move has been like 15% or more. You're probably going to get something that is sizably larger than that. I would not be surprised at all if when we get this cross above the zero here later this month, probably in the second half of this month, you are not just seeing higher highs, but breaking out of this range altogether and really approaching that $2 area going into the end of April or likely sometime in the beginning of May. XRP, when it moves, likes to do it like that. It likes to move really fast. So don't blink, you'll miss it. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.